There were all kinds of predictions of disaster when it came to not only restaurants, but particularly Chinese restaurants. So it was a very scary time, and I wrote an article saying basically, accept the fact that you might not ever go to your favorite Chinese restaurant again because they'll be out of business.
美國喺3月開始爆發武漢肺炎，大部分城市封城抗疫，餐廳冇得經營堂食，有啲被逼暫停營業，有啲轉供外賣，而更加多嘅係捱唔住而倒閉。過去40年，食盡全美超過7600間中餐廳。堪稱美國 KOL 鼻祖嘅美籍華人 David Chan 就形容，今年嘅餐飲業處境係佢睇過最差嘅一年。
But the Chinese restaurants were the first and hardest hit among all the restaurants. And then even among the Chinese community, you saw that very early in the pandemic, we're talking really around just after Chinese New Year in February, where Chinese in LA, San Diego Valley, a lot of them stopped going to Chinese restaurants.
疫情已經持續咗半年 ，David 認為大家開始接受疫情下到戶外用餐、買外賣呢一啲新常態。
Things are looking up. New places are starting to open up. A much higher percentage of the restaurants that closed down temporarily have in fact reopened. So that's good news, at least for now.
喺疫情發生之前，71歲嘅 David 接受蘋果專訪。David 係第3代美籍華人，退休前做稅務律師。唔識中文、唔識揸筷子嘅佢，40年前開始遊歷全美，尋找隱世中餐廳。
The rate of new Chinese authentic restaurants opening accelerated. And it was in the 1980s that I decided, well, maybe I should start to keep track of what I've eaten, because otherwise, I might end up inadvertently eating at the same Chinese restaurant twice.
佢翻查舊相、舊信用卡單、菜單、卡片等等，將過去食過嘅中餐廳整理好，從此成為習慣。至今 David 已經記錄過超過7600間中餐廳。單係餐廳卡片已經超過6000張，最遠可以追溯到1951年。
The mix of Chinese restaurants in both the San Gabriel Valley of Los Angeles and throughout the country has, in less than 10 years, has totally flipped, because until 2000, there's Cantonese food, and really there wasn't anything else. 21st century, probably the last 15 years, where you see massive numbers of Chinese coming from other parts of China. Sichuan, Yunnan, Dongbei food from northeast China. Those are all very recent developments.
David 嘅個人美食之旅10年前獲美國主流媒體發掘，自此聲名大噪。而家佢有自己嘅專欄，主要寫一啲關於美國中餐嘅趨勢同文化。
I think what distinguishes me is that I don't write about the food per se. I don't do restaurant reviews. I like to integrate topics on Chinese food in the United States against the backdrop of the entire history of Chinese in the United States going back to the 1850s.
武漢肺炎除咗打擊餐飲業，亦都影響咗食評界嘅工作。過去 David 每年試食200間新餐廳，今年只係食咗20間，稿量亦都大減。年紀漸大嘅佢，對於可唔可以試食到1萬間中餐廳嘅目標已經唔強求，只係希望疫情過去之後，美國中餐廳可以好似雨後春筍咁重生。